what do you think is that should be also part of this mentality of these companies? Like they should start this mindset with training, as putting a link what Benhur just said, together with culture, because culture is also a very hard thing to introduce or to change. Like Benhur said, his company was already mature, a lot of people, it was easy, I would say, to introduce AppSec and this kind of things. In other companies, like it's harder, right? You need to knock and try to bring the idea of security, and they are no. So what do you see on this, with this perspective? Yeah, how do you?
I mean, you're bringing up great points. I mean, the reality is that relationship between the development team and the security team is absolutely critical. One of the things that I've done frequently when I'm at trade shows, when I'm at conferences, when I'm speaking to people on LinkedIn, I always talk about APIs, because everybody's, I need this API tool. I need this API tool. And my question to them is, are you a multi-tenant system? And when they come back and they say, yeah, we're multi-tenant, kind of like a bank, or kind of like, most websites are, where multiple people can log in. The developers are only focused on trying to get their task done. They're not focused on, can I take data from, if I log in and I pull, I have a great JWT token where I can pull in, I can log in, authenticate, I'm in. But they're not tying down the data to the actual user or company or group. And so what happens is you have somebody that can come in, they can pull data from anybody, and they're not even looking at role-based authentication. So all of a sudden now I can sit there and I can pull everybody's data. I can do a lot of things. And I actually did this at a trade show. I had a guy come up to the booth and ask me, he goes, hey, why would I need you guys? And I explained what we do and, the tooling that we have. And I asked him, what do you think? And he goes, I write great, clean code. It doesn't matter. I write stuff. And I said, well, let me come over. And I had Burp Suite on my laptop, and I, right in front of him, showed him why he needs security. I said, really, for the most part, you just need the API guy that's, 4 booths down on the left. And the look on his face was just priceless. Right in front of him, I created these accounts, and boom, took the data. The other thing you were mentioning too is, the training and working with your developers and getting them to understand the whole purpose, right? Out of the 35 years of development, I'd say at least 25 were in healthcare. And when you look at what happened with Change Healthcare, and when you look at the different data that's being stolen, the value of data, I was just speaking to somebody yesterday about this, and they asked me, why is this data so important? Why is healthcare data so important? And the reality is it's worth a lot, because if your developers understand the value of what you're working on, if it's healthcare, just say, look, what if it was your mom's data? What if it were your family's data? Bring it, kind of make it personalized, and help them understand that, look, healthcare data is extremely valuable, because if I know your medications, your diagnosis, your allergies, all your notes, all your details, guess what? I can sell that to doctors or companies or malicious actors who are sitting there, spamming these people. Hey, guess what? If you have this problem, which, they do, then all of a sudden you're going to really suck these people in. And having that background, you can mimic and say, hey, look, I'm part of this company here, and see, I have your notes, and let me help you. So, I mean,
yeah, for sure, Chris.
E aí, gostou desse corte? Então segue, continua, que tem muito mais.